audio and video on demand. Stay connected. 830WCCO.com.
Earlier this week on WCCO, we had BJ View on from St. Thomas University. His mother's afflicted with Huntington's disease, and so he throws a fundraiser every year to try to raise money for what is a deadly disease. That's BJ behind us with his mom. You can see this event has taken on an unbelievable life of its own. People show up from all over, the University of St. Thomas, Eastview High School, they all want to help. And it's amazing that one kid, only in college, can put this kind of an event together for his mom. Mike Max is on the radio blog. Here it is, the irony of the Minnesota Twins in the Metrodome on their final workout day. This is where they practiced, the final day that they worked out at the Metrodome. Of course, next year they'll be outside. And over here, the Minnesota Gophers are going to squeeze a game in before the Seattle Mariners take the field. That is, in essence, the beauty and the curse of the Metrodome. I'll tell you what, though, I'm going to miss this place because you could come out anytime, anywhere, and not worry about the elements. And from a media standpoint, the Metrodome is more like a studio than a baseball park. I hate to say it, but I'm going to miss that part of it. Mike Max along with Sid Hartman. Now, we've talked a lot about the Minnesota Twins. There's been a lot of talk, but we haven't gotten a word from you. Where do they finish in the standings?
Well, if they don't get Mauer healthy and a few other guys healthy, I can't see them beating Cleveland out, I'll tell you that. I think Cleveland's going to be a tough club to beat, and I think they got their pitching back. They had more injuries last year than any team in baseball, and I think Mauer is so important. And this is a mystery thing, this Mauer thing. I never heard of not knowing what's going on. It's one thing, another thing. If they get Mauer healthy, I think they'll be okay.
The Metrodome, the final year at the Metrodome, and I think you and I might be among the few. We're going to kind of miss this place.
Let me tell you something. I love Pat Racy, but that column, they had 2 Final Fours, a Super Bowl, and what else?
All-Star game?
Huh?
All-Star game?
All-Star games, and what Mr. Racy and Mr. Susri were fighting this thing as both members of the St. Paul paper at the time, and they lost the battle because, I'll take a little credit,
Yep.
and a few other guys, we certainly would have lost the Twins. We went to Milwaukee, and the Twins were going to Tampa if we didn't get that dome. And for Racy to write that column, I thought it was... I love Pat Racy. I think he's one of the great columnists in the country. For him to call it a dump with all the things they've had there, and I'll tell you what, I think the Vikings should leave the dome there, and they should condemn land around there to build their football stadium.
There's nothing more I can add, folks. That is why we do the blog.
The WCCO homepage, 830WCCO.com.